We had been planning this trip for about 6 months to try and figure out how far we could get with a 2-week window. We decided that we were going to head to Lake Michigan. We'd go up the Illinois River, spend a couple of days on Lake Michigan, and then come back down. So we had to figure out how to do this in a timely manner. We provisioned, we bought a whole bunch of stuff, and then we moved on to the boat. 2 dogs, a cat, and us. Brian had to ensure that the dinghy and motor were ready to go, so he had to take a quick lap around the marina. We left Polestar Marina on Saturday afternoon, ready for a new adventure. We headed over to the Illinois River and headed north. It's going to be a great 2 weeks. This was our first night anchoring with the dogs and having to take them in the dinghy to shore. We weren't quite sure how they were going to do, but they did great. Good morning, everybody. We are officially on day 2 of our trip up the Illinois River to Lake Michigan. It was a beautiful anchorage last night over here by this little island on the river. No barge traffic. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, dear, how'd things go?
All in all, great yesterday, except for one transmission was overheating a little bit, and we had a problem with exhaust fumes on the generator at Anchorage. Other than that, it was perfect.
Yeah, the dogs did great. Princess is doing great. We are heading up the river about another 60-65 miles. I think we did like 28-30 miles yesterday, and we're ready to rock and roll. We've started having to look for anchorages that have a great place for us to be able to get to quickly and easily to be able to take the dogs to shore. This anchorage did not disappoint. It was absolutely perfect.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove.
Good morning. It is Monday morning and we are still heading up the Illinois River to Lake Michigan. All right, dear, how'd you sleep?
Wonderful. It was actually the best anchorage so far.
It was nice. We had a couple trains went by, which were nice little white noise, couple barges that just like lulled us to sleep.
It was great. We had easy pet shore access. It was great.
Yep, the dogs are getting better about getting on and off the dinghy and getting on and off the shore and doing what they need to do. So that makes it a whole lot easier. All right, let's go. Good morning and happy Tuesday. How did we do last night, dear? And where did we stay?
We stayed at a marina, and if you're asking me the name, I don't know because I'm just the driver.
Peoria Boat Club.
Which was actually pretty amazing. They have this kick-ass little boathouse up there with showers, laundry's free, a full kitchen, all the utensils you need to cook anything you want, shore power.
Yeah, it was a great night, good night's sleep. Oh, it was so nice. We were the only people there besides the dockmaster, so nice and quiet night. Peoria Lake is beautiful, by the way. Take a look this way. If you're in this area for 4th of July, the dockmaster said they have an amazing 4th of July show. All right, so we are headed upriver, and it's time to go. Let's go, dear.
Let's go.
Thursday morning. We are still traveling north on the Illinois River. How did we do last night? Where did we stay?
We stayed at Seabrook Marina in Marseilles, Illinois. Great facility, super nice, clean, great bathhouse with excellent showers, parks department, service, everything.
It was great. And we even had some stuff sent to us, didn't we?
We did. Fisher Automotive in Marseilles, 11 miles away. I called them, asked them if Uber could pick up an order and bring it to me, and she said there was no need for that. She had a free delivery driver, and they would just deliver it to me for nothing.
That's what we like.
Fantastic service.
Traveling along the river. Let's go. Comes the bridge. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Are we gonna make it, dear? I don't know. It's pretty low. We might be able to squeeze underneath it. We're getting closer. Maybe we should creep underneath it and go super slow. I don't know. Maybe we won't make it. The day we've been waiting for. The day that we get to drive our boat through downtown Chicago on the Illinois River. We get to see all of the beautiful buildings from the water. We are so excited about this, but even more than that, we're excited to be able to go out into Lake Michigan on our very own boat. Lake Michigan is absolutely amazing. The beautiful blue water, the sandy beaches, and the super cold water. We still had the opportunity to get off the boat a little bit on some of the beaches, play in the water. Tucker and Sadie had a blast getting out there and running around and swimming. It was a great couple of days. It is a sad day, but we have to head home. Good morning, dear. It is Monday morning, and we are headed back down the Illinois River. Right now, we are currently in the Dresden dock or lock as we're going down. So, how was last night's anchorage?
Absolutely horrible.
Why?
We kept breaking free from anchoring, floating down the damn river.
But this morning, we figured out what was wrong.
The winch brake had come loose and was just pulling all of our winch line out. But we couldn't tell that last night at midnight.
And what was I doing?
Sleeping. Slept through the whole thing. Started the engines 4 damn times last night to rearrange the boat.
Hey, I was sleeping good. It didn't bother me at all.
I got about an hour and a half sleep, so
That's all right. You can nap today. I'll drive.
perfect.
Here we go. Hi, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. We are leaving Ottawa, Illinois, headed back down the Illinois River. All right, dear, how was yesterday and last night?
Yesterday was amazing. We stopped at about 11 o'clock and didn't do shit for the rest of the day until about 7 o'clock at night. Then all the wind died. We was in a dead anchorage, so we moved over to the other side and everything was perfect.
Yeah, we went back to our favorite anchorage on the Illinois River so far, right off of Bulls Island outside of Ottawa. Great anchorage.
Yep, it was very nice. Nice and cool, shaded, clean water, beach for the dogs. It was great.
Yep. All right, let's go. Good morning from the Illinois River. It is Wednesday morning. We stayed last night again at the Peoria Boat Club. Such a great place to stay. All right, dear, how'd you sleep?
Fantastic. I mean, we went through a storm yesterday that almost rivaled our boat trip home when we bought it from Tennessee. It was ridiculous amounts of wind and rain, and we couldn't see shit, and it was interesting.
Yeah, we almost lost the dinghy off the back too. Big gust of wind.
Almost blew the whole top off the boat too.
Yeah, that was fun, and we couldn't see anything. It's a little foggy this morning, but it's a beautiful, cool morning heading back down the Illinois. Let's go. As we're nearing the end of this great adventure that we've been on for the last week and a half, we wanted to share some lessons that we learned. 1, it's okay to slow down and enjoy the trip. You never know what will be around the next bend in the river. 2, don't plan too far out as things can change. Before we started this trip, I planned out like the whole place, where we were going to stop and how far we were going to go each day. None of it mattered. Sometimes due to weather, sometimes boat issues, sometimes both at the same time, you have to be able to change, which brings us to number 3. Be sure to have a plan for where you're going to stop for the day, but make it an A, a B, and a C plan. 4, be prepared to wait at locks, sometimes 2 to 3 hours. 5, ensure your anchor is locked before you go to bed. Ask Brian about that one. 6, plan for down days, slow days, so you don't get burnt out. Just because you have the ability to move around the boat while underway, it doesn't change the fact that you're traveling pretty far on some days. And lastly, number 7, but the biggest lesson we learned, just take the leap and go.